up, San Antonio Spurs fans, Dallas Mavericks fans? Happy Valentine's Day from me, Tim Duncan, Baby Grogu, Baby Yoda, Grogu, and Baby Coyote. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. It's the battle for Texas as the San Antonio Spurs take on the Dallas Mavericks. The San Antonio Spurs on a one-game winning streak. Can we make it two? We'll see. It'll be a tough game. Luka's good to go. Kyrie's good to go. So the most of the Mavs are playing tonight. But you know what? We're going to believe in the power of Wemby. Wembentine's Day. Thank you all for stopping in. And this will be the last live stream for the channel for about a week as the NBA All-Star break is on the horizon. And before anybody asks, no, I'm not calling it. I just don't care, to be honest. Daniel, good evening to you. Hurricane Megan, Cameron, Jax, Anthony Bustamante, Anthony Barton's Aquavision. This is a rivalry for sure. And I'm excited to hang out with you guys and call it tonight and maybe get a Spurs win going into the long break. Our guys need it. Well, I'm sure a lot of NBA teams feel like they need it. Spurs come in at 11:43, and the Mavericks come in at, well, they just pulled the record away, but it's definitely better than 11:43. How about Luka Doncic? 36 points per game, 12.5 rebounds, 10 assists versus the Spurs this year. And Wemby for the season, about 20 points a game, 47% from the field, 10 rebounds, 3 blocks. And that 47% is up. If you remember, he started the year shooting around 43, 44%. And Wemby's been much more efficient from the floor as of late. His three-point percentage is now up around 32 or 33%, where that thing was hovering way below 30%. So it's nice to see things trending in the right direction. And if he keeps playing like he did the other night, Rookie of the Year is going to be looking pretty much like a lock. Did you hear about the rumor about the Hawks and Spurs? I heard a rumor about that, but I don't know how much truth there was to it. I mean, I already did a Trae Young trade video, so I don't really want to. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do for the next week with the channel. I'm going to have to make up some stuff or just grab some NBA stuff to do. I don't know. I got a video actually coming out after this game. Yes, we're actually going to have a late night video. My man Kai Soto, I've covered on the channel before, had the best game of his career 2 days ago. I had no idea he had his first double-double within the last week. And it followed it up with a career-high 26 points. So I did a reaction to the highlight from that game. That'll go up at 11. I figured, well, the Filipino audience is the biggest Kai Soto fan base, and it's 11 a.m. over there, so we'll put it up late over here. I have no idea, Aquavision. Spur of the moment, good evening to you. Either DJ, Trey, or both guys may be gone at 3J. Who the heck knows what's going to happen with the Atlanta Hawks? If they blow everything up, then we're going to have some great draft picks in 2025, 26, and 27. Good evening to you, everybody. When do you think Wemby? He's off the minutes restriction. An anonymous NBA executive. All right. Whatever. Greg, good evening to you. Rookies with points, rebounds, and blocks, triple doubles. Victor Wembanyama, as we know, David Robinson, Mark Eaton, and Ralph Sampson. Pretty good company. One of those being a Hall of Famer. Eaton being one of the greatest shot blockers of all time. Sampson, unfortunately, one of the biggest draft busts. I don't want to say bust. Disappointments due to injury. Greg says, good evening, Sir Richard, the Lionhearted. No miss TSR tonight. No fair the Bear either. Jay Money, what's going on? So it's body armor. I'm driving to San Antonio. You're my only source for the game tonight. All right, you're driving to San Antonio, but not going to the game? No, Mick, I'm not doing All-Star Weekend. I just have no interest in it. And I don't want to do content on the channel I don't have interest in. That being said, if something incredible happens, maybe we'll do a reaction video to it. We don't do a lot of reaction videos. I mean, let's say, TSR, this is a reaction video. This is more of a play-by-play than a reaction, in my opinion. Maybe a reaction video to some highlights over the weekend. There's not a lot of those type of videos where I cover highlights and, they're like, wow, that just happened type of stuff. We'll see on that one. But this is where it all started, with the losing streak with this team. And oh wait, did our losing streak, the 18-gamer, start with did it start with the Mavericks? Giants, Anthony, probably won't win the Super Bowl next year, but I can only hope. Wemby is playing in back-to-backs now. He is. Victor Wembanyama is in the chat. He's at the game and in the chat. Appreciate it. If we traded for an all-star point guard, I'd rather do everything to go after De'Aaron Fox. Leave Young alone so we can keep the Hawks picks. The Hawks are playing well. Luka Doncic is having a monster season. This is going to be a very, very tough game tonight for sure. Wemby has been compared to Ralph Sampson. That is correct. Not talent-wise, but Greg Oden. It's weird. The Portland Trailblazers had two players that their careers got shortened by knee injuries. I just saw Brandon Roy was the other one. I'd forgotten that he had made like 2 or 3 All-Star games, and then just his career was over before you knew it. So the Blazers had some bad luck with players having their career shortened substantially. I'm surprised so many Filipino people are fans of Kai Soto. Isn't Jalen Green and the Rockets also Filipino? Yes, he is, Free J. The big thing with Kai Soto is if he comes to the NBA, he'll be the first, I guess, full-blooded Filipino to make the NBA, and that has not happened yet, where the other Filipino players are like American Filipino, or they could be, you know, some other mix in there. So he still has a huge following, and looks like he's playing the best basketball of his career. So I'm going to kind of keep an eye on what's going on over there. Son Scar, good evening to you. Tycoon, I hope you are correct with that one. Tickets are at least $50 for what, tonight's game? Really? Oh, David Bowie. Never mind. Brian, good evening to you. Brandon Roy and Greg Oden, yes. Both. I mean, Oden didn't only lasted a few years. Roy at least had, you know, some all-star seasons. I looked at his Wikipedia. Apparently, his knees, I think both knees, had no knee cartilage left in them. That just, man, that sucks. Doncic, Irving, Green, Washington, Gafford. I don't have Gafford in the starting lineup, so I'm going to have to move him up. So Lively's not in the starting lineup. Everything else I got right on my little cheat sheet here for the Mavericks. Last game, Wemby made Selena show up with her friend asking to see TSR Sports after the game. What, man? Okay. Tony, good evening. Dodgy, hello. Yes, Valentine's Day with Timmy. Urban Wild, good evening. You know, I was mentioning the Filipinos because I'm doing my first Kai Soto video in some time. I didn't realize he's having the best stretch of his young basketball career with back-to-back double-doubles. He had that 26-point game recently versus, I forget who was it, Chile and the B-League or what, I forget, screwing it up. But I did a reaction video to his highlights, and that's going to post at 11 p.m. on the channel tonight because I figure the biggest fan base for Kai Soto is our Filipino viewers here, and it makes sense to kind of put it up late here in the States where it's nice and early, 11 a.m. over there, and there's a couple plays there. I was very impressed with that. Oh, Riley's not starting anymore. Well, ESPN, I think, has him as a starter. I don't know. Is Trey as bad as people making him out to be, or is he turning into a scapegoat? He's a great offensive player, Venom, but he's a turnstile in defense. And the Spurs defense has plenty of issues already. That is exactly what Timmy's doing right there. I think they said when Oden and Roy and Aldridge played together, the record was 32-3. So wait, did Brandon Roy and Greg Oden actually play together? I didn't know the timeline for EJ. I didn't realize they actually played at the same time. Wemby might have limited minutes tonight. He played tomorrow, right? There's no games for a week. Flexor Cyst. This is the last game before the All-Star break, unless I'm messing something up. I believe the Spurs are off for a week after this. I need to check that, since you're asking. But I'm pretty sure San Antonio does not play again until February 22nd-ish. I'm correct. They play tonight. Their next game is February 22nd versus the Kings, and then February 23rd versus the Lakers. I was originally going to take that Kings game off because the Nets game was blacked out in my area on February 10th. We're going to stay up late and call the Kings game and stay up for the Lakers game as well. I have a goal for this channel in games done, and I'm going to make sure that we stick with that goal. Dang it. So, yeah. By the way, if you have to hit the thumbs up, please do so. Fast, free, fun, nutritious, and delicious. It does help the channel, so make sure you like and subscribe. Go, Spurs, go! Of course, if you're a San Antonio Spurs fan and you're not subscribed, then I don't know what's going on or what I'm doing wrong, because we have probably, in my opinion, the best San Antonio Spurs community on YouTube. I will go ahead and say it. They would have to scheme trade big time. Hello, Mito. Good evening to you. Been a while? Well, thank you for stopping in. The last game was the first Spurs blowout win in a while. Yes, it was. Rising Stars is Saturday night, I think. Flexor Cyst. Or maybe, no, wait. The dunk contest, maybe Rising Stars is tomorrow? No, it can't be tomorrow. It'd be Friday night. Can you be proactive strengthening knee cartilage? I think when it's gone, JBG, it's gone. Three Beards, good evening to you. Rana, good, thank you for stopping in. Anthony, maybe 10-ish. J Money in Phoenix, nice. Adrian, I agree. Thank you, Cowboy X Factor. Trey Jones, Devin Vassell, Victor Wembanyama, Jeremy Sohan, Julian Champagny for the Spurs, Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving, Daniel Gafford, PJ Washington Jr., Josh Green for the Dallas Mavericks. I I think I might have. Well, I don't get the channel it's on, Phil. It's on TNT or ESPN on what's Friday night. I'll react to maybe highlights of it if something happens between the two of them. I really don't like going live for those events, and I don't want to do something that I'm not passionate about because then my energy will be low. I won't be, you get it. Good evening. Yeah, thank you for stopping in. Yes, Timmy is here again. The Spurs are on a one-game winning streak with Tim Duncan sitting there with his googly eyes. So I'm keeping him here until the streak ends. Hopefully won't be tonight. This is a rivalry. This is a battle for Texas, as we call it on this channel. The game has started. Well, players are on the court, and away we go. That happened kind of out of nowhere. They were showing commercials, and then boom, into the game. The Spurs are going to start off with the ball. Wemby drives in the paint, throws up the layup. It's going to roll around, and roll off the rim. No kind of rim job for Wemby there. What? All tied at 0. Mark Davis, Andy Nagy, and Leon Wood are officials. So we got Wood as an official. Turnover by the Mavericks. Spurs on a fast break. Jeremy Sohan's body armor into the paint for a dunk, and he's going to get fouled from behind. Good thing Jeremy Sohan wearing all that body armor as he hit the ground. All right, Monster Investigator. Well, Veronica, happy Valentine's Day to you, Machine 78. What's going on? I feel like you should. We got 2 rising. Free J, I don't have any interest in these games that I'll call Summer League and preseason to watch the players develop. Jeremy Sohan's at the line for 2. First one-handed free throw is no good, but I honestly don't have interest. I'm sorry. Depleted mind. Ayo! Yes, Veronica, Wood and rim just start the game. So it makes 1 of 2. It is 1-0. There's a score you don't see often in the NFL. Gabriel, I've seen the first 2 seasons. I, at some point, will watch season 3, 4, 5, and then eventually 6 as Kyrie launches a 3 to start us off. Wemby with the defensive rebound. Good morning, Jorling Chong. Thank you for stopping in. Wemby with the ball out on 3-point land. We'll get it into Sohan in the post. Sohan will back his man up. And the little jumper in the paint is an air ball that may have been tipped. Just the tip. So there you go, Veronica. And you got the just the tip for you, too. An alley-oop dunk attempt is broken up by Wemby. Is that a block? I don't know if that's a block. Spurs ball still 1-0. Julian Champagne's drives in the paint. Out to Wemby. Wemby over to Vassell. Catch and shoot 3. No good. Wemby with the rebound. Pulls it away from Sohan. This game is a little rough offensively in the first minute and a half. Think you're going to take a 3? Okay. Wemby's 3-point shooting, by the way, is heading in the right direction. His last 5 games, I think he's shooting like 45% or something ridiculous for him. Doncic, quick 3. In and out burger. Trey Jones with the rebound. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Gets it over to Wemby. Wemby's just going to launch another 3. That one's a little short. Sohan with the offensive board and put back, and it's 6-0 Spurs. Enjoy the game tonight, J Money. Toby, good evening to you. Yes, it is, Veronica. Yes, it is. Kyrie pull-up jumper off the back iron, bounces into the rim, rolls around and out. No good. Kyrie gets his own miss, drives into the paint, and gets blocked in the paint. And then Jeremy Sohan falls down and gets it to Trey Jones. What the hell's going on here? And Wemby now with the ball drives in the paint. 2 big steps, and he turns the ball over. Fast break for the Mavs, and then a huge dunk by Josh Green. The Mavs finally score at the 9.5-minute mark. Spurs up 6-2. All right, this is an interesting game for sure. Trey Jones pick and roll with, Devin Vassell pick and roll with Wemby, pulled up, and Devin drops a deuce. His threes have gone up a lot. Couldn't even glaze the bacon. Spurs do not get back in transition, and an easy peasy dunk for Daniel Gafford, 8-4. Things are starting to speed up, and I'm talking a mile a minute. Wemby's going to take a mile-long 3. Oh, what the? Wow! Wemby just... I don't like him chugging 3s like that, but when they go in, how can I criticize? Doncic step back 3. That's an air ball. It's going to go out of bounds, and that's going to be Spurs ball. Whew. Dad, good evening to you. This is a fast, crazy start. You know what? These players are off for a week. Leave it all out there tonight, right? Exactly, Mito. No, 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 no. Yes, exactly. That type of shot. Wemby just drives by his defender, gets in the paint, and he's going to get fouled. That was Daniel Gafford, I believe, with the foul on Wemby. Wemby being aggressive tonight. I like it. Yes, Flexor says, I agree. We want to get up ahead fast. Wemby's going to be at the line for 2. I like the way the Spurs are pushing the pace. They're being aggressive. I dig it. Wemby with 6 points already and at the line for 2. I'd like to see Wemby go for 40 tonight on Valentine's Day. I'm not going to get there shooting a free throw like that. First one's no good. Fun fact, Wemby has been shooting 39% from 3 over the last 13 games and 42% from pull-up threes for the season. 42%, huh? Marco, good evening to you. Thank you for stopping in. Zoom, I hope he gets 12. Twelve to 4, Spurs up by 8.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Good start for San Antonio so far. Doncic thinks about the step back 3. Instead, he's going to pass it to Jeremy Sohan. He's not on your team. Sohan running the fast break, gets it to Jones. Jones back to Vassell. Vassell back to Jones. Jones for the corner 3. That's no good. A lot of contact between Gafford and Wemby. No foul. Doncic down the other end into the paint. Throws up the layup. Good. And the Mavericks have cut the lead in half. Or they're half of the Spurs points. Not cut the lead in half. It is 12 to 6. My apologies. Wemby with the ball. Gets it to Devin Vassell. Vassell going to start to drive. Vassell throws it up in the air. Wemby with the tip. And it's good. Just the tip again. Boop. Tip. All right, come on. I'll give you a boop. It's going to be this boop. Boop. Baby Coyote. My buddy. Kyrie for 3. No good. Devin Vassell with the rebound. He's so soft and cuddly and cute. And my buddy. Spurs ball. Champagne. Over to Sohan. Sohan thinks about the 3. Gets it to Wemby. I don't know. I'm holding Coyote because I can. Wemby pull up jumper. No good. No, it's good. And it's air 1. Wemby's up. Fire! 11 points for Wemby already. $11 points and whew, out to make a statement tonight. I don't know what the statement is. I mean, there was that talk about him hitting the rookie wall, and he absolutely crushed that wall against the Raptors. The wall ran to him. 17 to 6. Jax Quirty, when he figures it all out, which he's on his way to doing, the Spurs get some players around him. Watch out. And we have a whistle. Oh, my goodness. Wemby is bleeding. What happened to Wemby? Somebody got to cut their fingernail there. Somebody bit him. It looks like somebody went on Wemby's arm and just bit his arm. I'm sure he's going to be fine, but he's got a decent cut on his arm. That's true. Tim is watching a spleen. And good evening, a spleen. Thank you for stopping. And good evening to everybody tonight. Hopefully you're having a happy Valentine's Day, happy Wednesday, hump day. Yes, Flecker says, I agree. He'll be okay. He'll be okay, Megan. Throw a Band-Aid on it. They'll be good. I saw somebody walking and they showed their arm, and I saw a bunch of blood. I'm like, who is that? And I saw the number 1. I'm like, what? Wemby? How did it get cut? Yes, they have, Dan. Gilbert Arena said they should implement a rule where your nails need to be cut and kind of, you shouldn't be running out there with like Freddy Krueger. That's for darn sure. You could hit someone in the eye and really do some serious damage. It is going to be Mavs ball. Doncic with the ball guarded by the... Is that Doncic? Yes, Doncic with the ball guarded by the Sohan. He's going to throw it up. No good. Going to get fouled. Going to line for 2. Cal, good evening. We can win. We can. Celtics are beating the Nets 77 to 40. Wow. Gilbert and his crew are one of the biggest Wemby supporters. That's the Gilbert Arenas podcast. I think I've seen pieces of it on YouTube, but I really haven't watched it. Doncic at the line for 2. First free throws. Goodbye. I do have to say, because it's sports, not sports related, but sports related, but not sports related. There was an incident with the Kansas City Chiefs victory parade. Look it up. I won't go into too much detail. Just a sad incident, and thoughts and prayers to the families that were affected. Doncic at the line for 1 more, and he will drain it. 17-8. Yeah, Wolverine. Logan is out there. Good old Logan. We'll be seeing Wolverine again soon in Deadpool 3. Very exciting. Vassell, step over, jumper, off the back iron, no good. Doncic with the rebound. He'll bring it up the court, takes off. Doncic will drop it off. We have a drive to the hoop and finally get the ball into. Wow, what a huge block on Dwight Powell. I didn't realize Dwight Powell came in the game. That's what I was a little thrown off. A couple subs for the Mavericks. It is Spurs ball. Vassell with the ball way out on three-point land. Looking for Wemby. Wemby's got a bit of a mismatch. Wemby starts to drive in the paint. Stops. Gets it out to Champagnie. A little side tag. And Champagnie hits the three. 20-8. Nice pass by Wemby. Whoop. Be nice if Champagnie can start to, I don't know, make some buckets for the Spurs. Doncic pull-up jumper, no good. Jones with the rebound. Gets it up to Vassell. Vassell's going to take off. Drops it off to Jones. Back to Wemby. Wemby's going to fire off another three. Back iron, no good. Tim Hardaway Jr. with the rebound for the Mavericks. One complaint I have about these Dallas uniforms is the numbers are blue on black, and the numbers are a little hard to pick up on when they're far away from the court. Powell gets in the paint, throws up the layup. It's good, and we're going to have a timeout by Pop halfway through the first quarter. It is 20-10. Good start for the Spurs. What the Wemby doing tonight? Yeah, old man, he is playing good. Playing very well so far. And Tommy, yes, it's a good start to the game. I like it. The Spurs are doing this right now to the Mavs. That's right. Chucking them up. Chuck Norris. Lively 2 wearing a mask in practice before the game. Did he bust his nose or something? 12 points, 2 blocks, in 5 minutes. Is that his line right now? And 2 assists and 2 rebounds. He's coming out with a vengeance. I like it. I like it. See if he can keep it up. I assume he's going to get pulled out right now in the first quarter. We're 6 minutes in. He usually does. Cowboy X Factor. I can't see it happening. Apparently the Warriors were really making a push for LeBron James to come to them, but the Lakers said no, or I guess maybe he said no was the thing I'm finding now later in the day. I don't know if Steph and LeBron equal automatically a championship team at this point in their career. Steph is 35 or 36. LeBron is pushing 40. Yes, they can still ball. But asking them to carry teams throughout the regular season and to the playoffs, that's a huge ask of these guys, and I don't know if it would be enough. But they would be interesting to see them out there. Now, if they got together 10 years ago when both guys were in their primes, watch out. I agree, Ken. He does. He'll get better on it. Adrian, I think Julian's been playing decent defensively. Offensively is where I'd like to see we get more out of him. I just had a brain lapse. I'm like, that looks like Luka. Wait, of course it's Luka. We're playing the Mavericks. We're going to go for LeBron and PG-13 and KD, so trying to get Durant back on the team. Wemby gasping for air during that timeout. Wow, okay. He needs some milk. He needs a break, apparently. Ozzy Go Spurs go to you. Mr. Z, what's going on? Listen, anybody knows load management, it's Greg Popovich, right? Let's be honest, Spurs fans. It's Pop. Pop knows all about the load management. Good start for our Spurs, though. I would love to go into the All-Star break with a win against a rival. Yeah, Wemby's out. Collins is in. There you go. It's up on the board there. First, actually, Collins in for Wemby and Johnson in for Champagnie. Militano, whose debut was depressing and demoralizing? Who would you have liked to pair with Wemby in their prime? You guys have asked that before, Greg. You guys have said Timmy or David in their prime. I would say David. Timmy was, obviously Timmy's the greatest Spur of all time. But in this case, prime David Robinson, Vassell's at the line for one. Prime David Robinson, when he was an athletic freak, we would have two 7-foot aliens on the court. One guy who just can do things that he shouldn't be doing at 7'3", being in Wemby, and then Robinson, just an athletic marvel, just speed and strength and in a 7-foot body. Just Doncic got called for a technical. I don't know what he did, complaining to the refs. So I would like to see David and Wemby. That would have been great. I would have loved to see David and Timmy with David in his prime. That would have been And David was still good the first few years with Timmy, but he was not the scoring champion type of player. Sohan for three. Hey! Body armor Sohan for three. Yes, Zach Collins is in. Yes, he is. Thaddeus Young's with the Suns. San Antonio Spurs legend, Thaddeus Young. Spurs up by 14 right now. PJ Washington going to drive and passes the ball out. It's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Mavericks. Powell and Collins guarding each other. It's so funny. Both are equally awful. Nice. That's just. Greg, what about a player from any team? Like, if I could just pick out any player from any team, I mean, Jokic would be an obvious pick. Doncic. And we're going to foul on the Spurs. I think we have 2 free throws coming up. A young player like Halliburton. Now, I wouldn't take any guys that are way past their prime. Not past their prime, but whose careers are closer to ending than beginning. Like LeBron's obviously getting near the end of his career. Curry's getting close to that as well. So Giannis would be fun to watch with Wemby. I feel better after Spurs versus Mavs opener. I'm feeling good about the first quarter so far, but Wemby's not in there, and he was handling the bulk of the scoring duties. And the first free throw is not good by Dwight Powell. Be at the line for one more. Militano, we don't play the Celtics again. We've already played them twice. Well, happy Valentine's Day to you, Cowboy X Factor. My plans are to call the rest of this game with you guys. Those are my plans. Like bamboo, bends but not break. I like that. Marcus Morris is not staying with the Spurs. I can't believe he's not been waived yet. Vassell's going to throw the ball way over to Trey Jones. Almost threw it over his head. Jones' runner is good. And everybody contributing so far for San Antonio. Wemby is doing fantastic. He's on the bench right now, but he had a fantastic first 6 minutes of the game. Doncic in the paint, in traffic, misses a shot, going to get fouled and go to the line for 2. JBG, I don't think Wemby's ever going to be ever the type of player that has 0 turnovers because he handles the ball so much. I believe he's number 1 in rookies this year for usage rate. I think I saw something on the Spurs Facebook. So for those of us that say he's not getting the ball past him enough, he's touching the ball a lot. Hot check Tars, good evening to you. The latest on Killian Hayes. I don't think he's with a team yet. I don't think he's signed with anybody. He definitely has not signed with us. Doncic first free throw good, 26-12. Hey, Hannibal Lecter's checking in for the Mavericks. That's Derek Lively wearing the face mask. Yeah, Doncic is going to own him for sure. Raphael, good evening to you. Butterfly, a little ghost goes to go to you. Hope you're all doing well. Selena's not here, but she's here in spirit. When you're ready, come and get it. Doncic makes the second one, and it is 26-13. The Spurs are doubled up on the Mavericks right now. Collins with the ball, drops it off to Vassell. Vassell will drive in the paint, throws up a layup, and it's no good. Collins with the offensive board. Back to Sohan. Sohan drives in the paint and throws it down. That's what a Jeremy I want to see. Body armor. Jeremy's looking good.
Underdog of justice.
Mavericks ball. Driving the paint, and that is a miss by Derek Jones Jr., excuse me. To get the ball, follow-up 3 is no good by Jaden Hardy. It is Spurs ball, 28-13, 4 minutes ago. The Mavericks are 0 for 6 from beyond the arc. The Spurs are 4 of 8. 0 for 6, wow. Spurs got a little, Zach Collins for 3. Nope. His three-point shot has been awful this year. So much for the stretch 5, huh? He's a nothing 5. There's the first 3 for the Mavericks. Tim Hardaway Jr. drains a 3 from the corner. It is 28-16, under 4 minutes ago. He is wearing a Kane mask. Crypto Keeper, good evening to you. Trey Jones drives in the paint and gets rejected. Mavericks ball, 3.5 minutes to go, down by 12. Doncic guarded by the Sohan body armor. Gets double teamed, and dang it. Gets it to Lively. Lively makes the bucket. Is this an and 1? My goodness, Lively looks horrible with that mask. That's got to be Kane. Jared, good evening to you. We're holding out to Morris until it's too late for him to sign with another team. We're being petty, and I'm here for. Are we? We could be doing that, couldn't we? That's not an and one. The foul's before the shot. Makes the first free throw. Any updates on Yoda, Coyote, Miss TSR, and the dog? So your update on Baby Yoda is he's good in here. Coyote, also here. Boop. And then Miss TSR and Bear, her dog, are at home. Damn, I'm the last Collins fan. Sorry, Adrian. Vassell pull-up jumper, good from the free throw line, 30-18. Spurs with 30 points already, a legit shot for a 40-point first quarter. Doncic in the paint and just drives by everybody and gets an easy layup. Collins not a good rim protector, and he proved it there again. He has his occasional moments, but overall, he's no Wemby. Johnson will drive in the paint, throws it up, and gets blocked. Looks for the foul. Not going to get the foul. Mavericks are in the bonus, and they have the ball right now, down 30-20. Doncic out three-point lane, takes a mile-long three, and that's not good for the Spurs if he starts making those. The Brooklyn Nets are so bad that the Pistons could beat them now. Did the Pistons beat them recently? Vassell pull-up jumper down the other end is no good. A fight for the board, and the Spurs get the rebound. Sohan with the ball will get it out to Zach Collins. Collins over to Blake Wesley, who's checked in and has been looking very good for us as of late. Back to Collins for three. I just said Collins is shooting 27% from beyond the arc. I wonder if that includes his 0 for 2 tonight. Alley to Lively, no good. Mavs on a 10-2 run in the last minute and 50 seconds. It is Spurs ball up by 7. Vassell into the paint, get to the Sohan. Sohan reverse layup, good. Why Collins, why is right. Nice. Celtics and Cavs. Enjoy the game, Jacob. Have fun. Reyes, that's awesome. Congratulations. Hardaway for 3, no good. Vassell with the rebound. I don't know why he's shooting so many threes. Collins has been awful from the arc. And now Vassell turns the ball over. Better get back in transition and stop the play. And Vassell with a nice steal. Hey, you heard me. Got back in transition. 32-23. Calvin with the ball. Over to Blake Wesley. Wesley's going to drive nowhere. He gets the ball to Jeremy Sohan. Collins with the ball. Back to Vassell. Vassell drives baseline. Reverse layup. No good. I think that was blocked. Got a minute to go. Doncic with the screen. Starts to drive. Stops. And guarded by Keldon will now pass it out and get the ball back. One-on-one with Keldon Johnson. Tough matchup for Keldon. Just launches a 3. Total brick. Wow, Doncic, I think, hit the side of the backboard. Brick city for Doncic. Keldon with the ball for the Spurs. Brings it up at the paint, spins around, and turns the ball over. I think that's Keldon's second turnover already. Jeez. Remember I said the Spurs might get to 40? Yeah, it's not looking good. They got 32. Offense is totally stalled since I said that. Doncic with a behind-the-back pass off of, I think that was off of Zach Collins, going to go out of bounds. It's going to stay with Dallas. Whew. I don't know if Rising Stars has an MVP. To play it in mind, you know what? Jeremy Sohan and the body armor has been playing better. The cheapest tickets for one of the Spurs playing Austin is $109 a ticket. That's for nosebleed. Zachariah, good evening to you. So Luka is only clutch in the fourth quarter. No, we got to keep an eye on him, Veronica. 420, Alex, what's going on? Man, I put all the money on the Spurs. What y'all think? I would not put my money on anybody, but I'm rooting for you because I'm a Spurs fan and a Spurs channel, so hoping our team wins. Thank you, Cowboy X Factor. Geo777, thank you for stopping in. Oh, he's not just headman Sohan. He's knee pad Sohan, elbow pad Sohan. He's everything Sohan. Sohan's ready. Fully armored in case this happens. He walks around the corner and then boom! Hey, baby. What's going on? T-Flowers, Ghost Spurs. You know, Ghost Spurs go to everybody. Let's see if we can get to 50 thumbs up before the first quarter is over. Where are we at right now? We're already there. Never mind. Thank you very much. We're at 66. Maybe we can get to 100 thumbs up before the first quarter's over? We have enough people. And that's the only thing for those of you that have been here long enough, you know the spiel, those that are new, the only thing I'll ever ask from you guys on this channel is a thumbs up. I'm not going to ask for you to donate. Sponsorships, Patreon, none of that nonsense. Just a thumbs up. Why? Because a thumbs up's free, and we're a Spurs family. And that's all I got. I don't know. Luka is the leading scorer in the NBA. That man is not even a microwave. He's a forest fire. When he Fletcher says Luka's putting up crazy numbers right now. Well, go Spurs, go to you, Odyssey. Someone posted a picture of himself saying, I spent all of my VC. VC. I'm drawing a blank on what that means. I spent all of my VC. I'm sorry. Thank you, Zachariah. Get rid of Zach Collins. We are minus when he's on the court. Yes, usually we are. 3 beers with the $5 super chat because you. Oh, you didn't have to do that. I appreciate that. Thank you. That go Spurs, go to you, man. Thank you. I get a dislike for no Selena. Well, Jay, the Spurs won with Timmy Duncan. Look, if you're a Spurs fan and you're disliking because Tim Duncan's in the house, I don't know what to tell you. But 3 Birds, thank you very much. I mean, the channel does have expenses. I do love Google's ad revenue. I'm not going to lie there. I do love that. We're probably going to have to buy a new computer this year. This one's been having a few issues here and there. But overall, yeah, I just enjoy doing this. I've been a content creator really since I was 7 years old. Not on YouTube, of course, but just making like little cassette tapes with my boombox, little action figure movies with the camera, whatever it was. I've always enjoyed creating things. And that's why I love this channel so much. I get to create content with fellow Spurs fans, but also NBA fans, Giants fans, and soon to be, whatever else we do on the channel. I get to share music with you. It's sports music, but it's a lot of fun. And I got a UFC song in the works that's heavy as heck. Doncic in the paint, throws it up and blocked by Sohan. Are we gonna have a foul on this, or is that a goaltend? The only goaltend. Wow, my NBA Pats just jumped ahead 20 seconds. Well, I don't know what happened in those 20 seconds, but the score is 32-25. That was weird. My apologies. But it's 32-25 going into the second. That was awkward, to say the least. Oh, good old NBA Pass, doing weird things. I hate to say this, but the Brooklyn Nets are more embarrassing than San Antonio Spurs. Oh, Jay, we've swapped hosts a lot. You have not been here a lot this season. Selena's been here the most, but we've had Timmy. We've had, I think Ginobili's been here. Parker's been here at times. David Robinson's been here. I can show you. I mean, I'll just pull the co-hosts up. I'll pull my co-host folder because I have PNGs for all the co-hosts. Not trying to prove a point. I'm just trying to remember who I've had on the channel. And you guys will back this up. So we've had Kaylee Griffin, who is the Houston Rockets beat reporter. She's very cute. Chuck Norris, Coyote, David Robinson. I think Josh Primo may have been here. I got a picture of him in there. Did he join us for an episode for some reason? Manu Ginobili, Michael Myers, Michelle Beadle, Sean Elliott, Darth Vader, Tony Parker, Timmy. We've had different guests here and there. I try to mix it up once in a while. And you know what? The Spurs are 1-0 with Timmy as the co-host. Well, they're on a 1-game winning streak. He's been here earlier this year, I think. And I was like, you know what? I'll mix it up. Oh, wait, I gotta reset the... I gotta reset this. There we go. By the way, we can always have Selena show up this way. Check this out. The magic of OBS.
When you're ready, come and get it. Na, 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 na.
Nice, Phil. The ultimate co-host. Evan Longoria has not been a co-host with us. Definitely not. Doug McDermott is gone. He is. Celtics are up 101-55. Wow. See, Veronica in there. No, please, no Selena. Diffuser, I would like to see Sissoko get more minutes for sure. Simo Hayat, thank you for stopping in. Anantha, good evening to you. I am not doing Taylor Swift. Oh my gosh. No, that sounded weird. There's really no follow-up for that, is there? So we'll just move right along. Obi-Wan Ginobili. Hello there. I've seen some people, not just you, saying, hey, let's get Dominic Barlow more minutes over Zach Collins, because Collins he's been a disappointment this year. He got that nice contract from us, 2 years, $35 million, and has not lived up to it yet. Wemby back in the game, and we have an alley-oop dunk attempt, and that's no good. I think that may have been Jones that just flew out of bounds. I didn't see who it was for the Mavericks. It is Spurs ball, up by 7. Wemby with the ball in the post. Pull up Jay in the paint is no good, but he's going to get fouled. Looks like he's going to the line for 2. No upcoming Giant shorts immediately. Cowboy X Factor. There needs to be some news about the Giants or the Cowboys or the Eagles or the Commanders. But there'll be something there. Oh, okay. Same up. Appreciate it. Leo, good evening to you. And yes, the Celtics are burying the Nets. They really are. Zach G, good evening. When's the last time Zach Collins made a 3-point shot? Wemby's first free throw is good. You know what? Phil, that's a good question. I have no idea when he last made a 3-point shot. Raphael, hey, can be cool and married. Absolutely. Wemby at the line for one more free throw. Taking forever. Come on, Wemby. He made it, but still, come on, Wemby. This team is so much better when Wemby's on the floor as opposed to when he's out. When he comes out, Zach comes in and drops the negative plus-minus and just launches a bunch of threes and misses them. Kyrie Irving pull-up jumper good. I don't think Kyrie's made a lot of shots tonight. Is that his first bucket? Been a rough night for Kyrie so far. Blake Wesley with the ball, bringing up for the Spurs into the paint. Nice pass to Malachi Branham going backdoor, and he gets the backdoor baseline layup. Nice. Veronica's always got her chanclas ready. Can Ricky Ron be a better host shot? A better shot? Wait, can Ricky Ron be a host better shot than? I'll take Ron Ricky over Kawhi. Rich won't do Taylor Swift to start the second quarter. That's what I said. Wesley's going to take a 3. In and out. All right, it was close at least. Oh, better than Collins' 3-pointers of lately. Hardaway Jr. pull up down the other end is good. 36-29. Militano, I would love to see Wemby go for 40 tonight. Ed Jimenez, good evening to you. Go Spurs, go. Spurs ball. Wesley with the ball again. Starts to drive over to Wemby. Wemby's going to fake the 3 and then drives in the paint. 2 big steps. Passes it out to Branham. Branham gets it over to Osman. 6 on the shot clock. Back around to Champagny. Champagny back to Osman for 3. And it's in and out. And it's going to be Mavericks ball down by 7. 10 minutes to go in the first half. Kyrie versus Champagny. Crosses him over. Pull-up jumper right behind the free throw line's good. Champagny had no chance on that one. Crossing him up. He went this way. Kyrie went that way. You need to play defense like Baby Coyote. You got to be just constantly in movement. Wesley to Wemby. Wemby in the paint. Throws it up and in. 38-31. How many points does Wemby have right now? 16. His career high is 38. I'd love to see him go for 40 tonight. Oh, wait. So that would be 2 of me on the screen, Cowboy X Factor. That would be weird. Turnover by the Nets. Wesley, flying from the paint. Throw it down. Woo! And points at the defender. Let him have it, Blake. Let him have it.
Thunder dunk of justice.
Luka's complaining about it, and I just heard an announcer say he was halfway down the baseline. Got to be careful not to pick up his second technical and thrown out of the game. And we're going to have a timeout. But what a dunk by Wesley. He went in there angry. I think they're going to show it again, yeah. They were down hard. A lot of contact with him and Daniel Gafford. And Blake points right at him after that. Should he eat ramen or ice cream? Ice cream. I would laugh. Would you laugh if Kawhi was the host? Would you laugh like this? Or would you laugh like this? Maybe laugh like this? Not enough. It's a good start for our Spurs so far. Champagne, that's kind of Megan, where I'm at. By the way, you guys asked, when is the last time Zach Collins hit a three-pointer? We're going to go take a look. At the very least, we're going to jump on his last 5 games. So Zach Collins, last 5 games from beyond the arc. 0 for 3, 0 for 1, 0 for 1, 0 for 1, 0 for 1. He's 0 for 2 tonight. So that's 0 for 9 at the very least. I'm actually going to dig into his season. Last time Zach hit a 3 was January 24th. Since then, he's gone 0 for 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's 0 for 13. Wow. What is he shooting at? I'm going to pull up his splits if I have a chance here. His splits for this year can't be very good. Oh, this is going to be ugly. Zach Collins splits from three-point land. Sorry, Zach. Hate to do this to you. All right, October, Zach shot 11%. November, 33%. December, he shot 38% from beyond the arc, which he finally played like, the contract extension we gave him, at least from beyond the arc. January, limited action, he shot 13%. And February, he is shooting 0. Zach is shooting 0 from 3-point. I'm sorry, that is horrible. Zach Collins, 5-month splits on his plus minus. Minus 14, minus 8.5, minus 18, minus 15, minus 12. On Sunday, Zach Collins rocks a minus 25, as well as Saturdays he rocks a minus 25. That was really bad. I'm sorry I had to share that with you, but I saw it. So I shared it. Wow, I jammed my finger at work today. It hurts now. Oh, somebody needs a good finger rub. Let me rub that finger for you, said Baby Coyote. Wee, 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 wee. He's rubbing your finger, Veronica. Like Mr. Miyagi. Rub the hands together so they get nice and hot, and then rub the finger. Rub the finger. Rub the finger. All right, back to the game. Zach has disappointed all Zachs, and Zachs are... What? It is Spurs ball. My clock is running, okay? Oswald with a bullet pass to Champagne. Champagne with a little jumper off the glass in the paint, 42-33. I can't see. Is there a chance the jersey switch number to 21 with 1? Oh! Yeah, but the Duncan jersey's white. And it's a different color than the other jerseys, so I figure it kind of fits in there better. I don't know. I think we had a turnover by the Mavericks. Maybe a foul. I'm not sure what just happened. Moving screen on Tim Hardaway. Well, definitely need that, girl. I mean, yes, I know I'm blocking the Wemby jersey. I'm sorry. I occasionally wear the Wemby jersey. Hey, Opa, Ghost Spurs go to you. Those points do matter. Hornets fan, thank you for stopping in. It is Spurs ball up by 9, 8.5 minutes to go in the first. They're going to get into Wemby in the post. Wemby back up as a defender, turn around, jumper off the glass. Good. I think that was with the left hand, too. Wemby looking fantastic tonight. It is Mavs ball. Pull-up jumper is no good. Wemby with the rebound. I think that was Hardy with the pull-up jumper. Victor will bring it up for the Spurs. Gets it over to Champagne. Champagne catch a 2-3. Oof, that was off. And the rebound by the Mavs. Well, Wemby trying to get his teammates involved. I mean, appreciate that. It is Mavs ball, 13 on the shot clock. Kyrie with the ball in three-point land, guarded by Blake Wesley, getting harassed a little bit by Wesley. Pick and roll. Kyrie pull-up jumper. Yep. Wait, have the Hornets won 3 straight? Wow, congratulations. And they're on a little bit of roll. Wemby open for 3. Front rim, no good. Hardaway Jr. with the rebound. And I could really go for some ice cream now you talked about it. And that's a turnover by the Mavericks. A little stepping on the line. Stepping on the line by P.J. Washington. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Megan. Are the Hornets on a 3-point streak right now? All right. That's hate. Hardaway Jr. going to the locker room now. I didn't see what happened to him. It is Spurs ball. The Mavericks have 4 turnovers this quarter. The Spurs have yet to have one. I'm going to knock on wood. Let me with the ball for the Spurs. Drops it off to Osman. Osman back to Wemby. 8 on the shot clock. Wemby backs his defender up. Drives into the paint. A little touch jumper. Good. Does he have 20 now? Wemby with 20 points in the first quarter. Wow. As I looked away, Kyrie got into the paint and gets a bucket. I wish I could meet you, little. I sound like a good young kid. Cowboy X Factor, I think I'm old enough to be your dad, man. As Wesley gets fouled. What's up, Lucci Gaming 55? Toby, wait, 1/2. Wemby needs to call now with the threes. 1/2. Hopefully Wesley has been working on his free throws. He's been awful, and he made the first one after it bounces around a few times. Spurs up by 10. And Hannibal Lecter himself, old Kane. That's got to be Kane. Derek Lively checking back in. Andrew, I see your comments. First half. Oh, did I say first quarter? Oh, I'm sorry. Wemby with 20 in the first half. I get excited. I'm sorry. Blake made both free throws. Wesley with 10 points. Oh, no, 10 points versus the Raptors. I was like, he has 10 points already tonight? He had 10 against the Raptors. Blake has been looking good off the bench. That's a nice drive by Kyrie. Gets into the paint, avoids Wemby's block, and gets the layup. It is Spurs ball, 48-39. Wemby with the ball starts to drive, gets it to Wesley. Wesley in the paint. Out to Kelman for 3. Keldon. I don't think Keldon scored. I think Keldon has more turnovers than points. Kyrie, alley-oop, and that's a dunk. Derek Lively with the dunk. I did not do any Spurs videos on the recap for the Nets game. We're at 100 likes? Alrighty. Wemby for 40 would be great. Wesley in the paint, throws it up off the glass and in. Blake having a good first half. Yeah, Toby, Blake has developed a lot this year, whereas Branham has regressed. Miami pass is acting weird again. Branham with the pull-up jumper, no good. And get a foul and go for the line. Go to the line for 2. It's been where the pass will lock up for a second, and then I just kind of hit fast forward a little bit, and then it jumps ahead like 20 seconds. I don't get it. Marco, I have ESPN up, which is how we have the players on the board there, and it says Wemby right now is 7 of 13, 2 of 5 from the arc, and he has 20 points. Something I added to the channel for, did I do it last season? I think I did somewhere during last season where I'd like you guys to know who's on the court, and it helps me too if I don't know who a player is. Keldon with the ball over to Sohan in the corner. Jeremy will get it to Wemby. Wemby pull-up jumper, no good. Stay with me, TSR 40 feet. Meltana, what? No, Phil, I'm older than you. I am 46. You know, could Blake Wesley be our point guard of the future? 10 turnovers for the Mavericks, 3 for the Spurs. You know, we keep talking about needing a point guard. Is he already on the roster? Wemby pull-up jumper, no good. Is he on the roster and developing right before our very eyes? Wesley plays good defense. He's fast as all heck. My clock is way ahead. We'll fix that. He's showing like he can now finish at the rim. He's still very young, only in his second year. Don't give up on Blake. I will say this, if Branham plays crappy next year, Wemby's still in the game. I'm surprised Pop is still rolling with him. Getting some extra minutes tonight. Selling with the ball in the paint. What the heck, Mike? My NBA pass, is anybody's NBA pass acting weird? I was at the 420 mark, and then it just jumped up to 440. The NBA pass is acting weird tonight. Kyrie for 3, good. Long 3, 50-46. I'm so confused what I'm watching. I'm sorry. The NBA pass literally went into the pass and then present and pass. It's jumping time a little bit. Ball's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a turnover for the Spurs. Wesley jersey for Rich? No, not yet. But I do like Blake. The sound is not in sync with the video. It is totally not in sync. Kyrie for 3, no good. This is messing me up. It's messing up my clock. I'm going to have to back. Next stoppage, I'm going to have to back out and go back into the game because this game is way off. Vassell pull-up jumper, no good. We have a scramble for the rebound, and the Mavericks get the rebound. This is like the problems I was having with the pass initially when I first got it. Kyrie drives in the paint. Layup good. The Mavericks are within 2. Vincent from Columbia, thank you for stopping in. Brian KJ is not looking good tonight at all. Devin's been a little quiet. It's been a lot of Wemby, but the rest of the team needs to step up. It's only a 2-point game. Let me back out of the app and then just go back in. Wemby would average a triple-double if we had a good 3-point shooter. I don't know about a triple-double, but he'll put up some crazy numbers. Andrew, let's go Spurs indeed. Why not Jack? Good evening to you. San Antonio Hotspur, yeah, got that going for KJ tonight. Got the stat place. I got Miller, Bridges, Ballmark, Williams. Oh, wow, you got a lot of Hornets stuff, Hornets fan. All right, I backed out of the game. We're going to go back in it. The Spurs are up by only 2. 3:38 to go in the second quarter. And hopefully that fixes whatever issues we were having. All right, we're in a commercial. Probably where we should be. You know what? We'll put up a little Go Spurs Go here for a moment for y'all because why not? Well, Kellen's coming from the bench. She's just playing extra not good tonight. Why would you want low percentage shooter in Trey Young low percentage shooter? Trey Young's not a low percentage shooter, is he? He normally puts up, I don't know, isn't he like a 40% shooter from beyond the arc? I'm gonna go look up Trey Young real quick. Trey Young, this season, actually is pretty low percent. 43% from the field, 37% from three-point land. Over his career, he shoots just under 44% and just under 36% for three-pointers. So yeah, you know what? He's a high-volume shooter, high-volume shots, but they don't go in very often. He's a good free throw shooter, 87%. I mean, career around 26 points per game, just under 10 assists is phenomenal. But he, kind of reminds me of Allen Iverson. Just he gets his points on volume, not efficiency. And I like Allen Iverson, don't get me wrong. Practice. What are you talking about? Practice. Wemby should have 6 to 7 assists. Vassell's bricking. Robin, is Vassell bricking? What's Devin doing tonight? Vassell's 2 for 8. Oh no. Collins is on the court. Oh boy. It is Spurs ball. Zach with the ball right now. Prove me wrong, Zach. Prove me wrong. The Mavericks on an 11-2 run in the last 3 minutes. Show me something, Zach. Sohan going to take a 3. Off the rim, no good. That's not the shot we're looking for. Devin Booker gets booted early in the first. Pistons keep it close. Devin Booker got booted in the first? What do you do? Did he get out of the game already? Mavs ball. Doncic going to start to drive. Got Collins on him. Throws across court. Go around the world. Now an open 3. First lead for the Mavericks. Josh Green for 3. And the Spurs, as of late, have been awful in the second quarter. And, well, Mavs on a 10-0 run. We're awful right now. We had the lead going into the second quarter. Lead no more. Vassell drives in the paint. All sorts of out of control and going to get fouled. Maybe a couple free throws. Finally end that 10-0 run. Be ready to be down 10 Mavs making a run with Wemby. I'm worried about that, if I'm being honest. Kellen is good around the rim, but he keeps forcing those brick three-pointers. Kellen's been an incredibly inconsistent three-point shooter. Incredibly inconsistent. I don't know what to say. Devin's free throw's good. Tie game. I still can't believe Wemmy didn't have a Volkswagen sponsorship. VW. Nice. Not like our fans don't mind trading LeBron, even though he isn't going anywhere, but I get it, dude. Made a bad mistake asking to get Westbrook as Lakers front office gave in. The Westbrook move was bad. They gave up a ton of their young assets. Vassell missed the second free throw. And LeBron he's not a spring chicken anymore. He's pushing 40. At some point, it's going to be time to hit the reset button for LA. It is Mavs ball. Doncic guarded by the Sohan. Gets into the paint. And a block by Keldon. Lively is going up for the dunk. Nice block by Keldon. Keldon with the ball now over to Devin. Devin's going to start to drive. Gets in the paint. A lot of contact. And he gets blocked. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Mavericks ball. Could Wemby fit in a smart car? I seriously doubt it. Pop has to know every time we play Zach, the other team comes back in games. Yes. He's got an overall, for plus minus, he's got a negative for the year. So many systems. Who uses value? Okay, Dan. I gotcha. Thank you. It is Mavericks ball. Doncic way on three-point lane, guarded by Trey Jones. Hughes mismatch there. Drives, gets the layup, and misses a layup at the rim. Spurs on the run. Jones gets it to Keldon in transition. Keldon going to take a three. Damn it, Keldon. I hate these transition three-point shots. Spurs are 0 for 8 from the arc this quarter. And that's a missed three for the Mavericks. The Spurs are 0 for 8. Stop chucking threes. Trey Jones going to take one. Spurs do get the offensive rebound. Sohan's going to drive in the paint. Out to Collins. Don't you take it. He gets it to Devin Vassell. Vassell's going to start to drive. Back out to Sohan. Somebody's got to shoot. Sohan's going to take an off-balance jumper. Hits the front rim. No good. That was an ugly possession. All tied up 51. Spurs are in the bonus. 1 minute to go. And our three-point shooting has been atrocious this quarter. Pull-up jumper by Doncic. No good. Zach Collins with the rebound. Under a minute to go. Trey Jones will bring it up for San Antonio. Sprints up the court. Gets in the paint. Layup is no good. Josh Green for three. Mavs up by 3. Green with 8 points has made all 3 of his shots. Now Devin for a pull-up three, no good. And an offensive foul on the Spurs. Benjamin, we're chucking threes this quarter, and it's not working. Dang. Our offense has died. The Spurs are 4 of 19 now from beyond the arc. 4 of 19. Didn't we start off pretty good, like 4 of 8 or 4 of 9? Celtics up 136 to 86 on the Nets. My goodness. And I think we just had an alley-oop dunk or something that I didn't see when I was looking at. Yep, Kyrie just threw it down, I think. He's got 17 now. Imagine your best three-point shooter, the center. I don't know if our best three-point shooter is Wemby. He has been as of late. Jones just going to chuck a three. What are we doing? What is this team doing? I don't know. Kyrie didn't get a dunk. He got it over Zach Collins. We're just launching threes and making none of them. And Doncic's going to get fouled by Trey Jones. 2 seconds to go. I don't know what I'm watching. I mean, Jones is walking up and chucking a three. Trey, you're not good at threes. I'm sorry. You're just not. That's not a way to win the game, Veronica. I mean, Spurs with 0 field goals in the last 5 minutes and 42 seconds. Doncic, mile-long three. Nope. Leon, that's the general consensus on this channel these days. Zach Collins sucks. Sorry, Zach. But, man, Spurs aren't good. And we did go ice cold XXLT. That was... We didn't get a field goal almost the entire second half of the second quarter. Around 6 minutes. That is not going to win you a lot of games. And chucking 1-3 after the other. I think we were, 0 for 10 from that quarter? Classic sentence. Wemby out, lead blown. Yep. Samaya, I am from Massachusetts, currently reside in Connecticut. I've been to Texas. I've never lived there. Suns only got KD playing because Beal injured and Booker ejected. Wow. So wait, are the Pistons playing the Suns tonight? Is there... Whoops. I mean, I might actually take a look. Detroit playing Phoenix. Detroit has a chance to win a game. With, most of the guys being out. Anyway, let's pull up the halftime stats, which are going to be frustrating, I'm sure, for some Spurs fans. The game's clearly not over by any stretch of the imagination, but man, we started off so good. So good. And the Mavericks outscored us 31-19 in the second quarter. Classic Spurs second quarter collapse. It's been like this a lot the last few weeks. Let's look at the Mavericks first. Washington with 0. Gafford with 2. Irving with 17 to lead all, well, not lead all scores, lead the scores for the Mavericks. I got the Nets in my head now. Doncic with 15, 5 and 6. Probably on his way to a triple-double. Green with 8 for the bench. Hardaway with 5. Jones 0. Powell 3. Lively 4. And Hardy with 2 for our San Antonio Spurs. Champagnie with 5. It's actually a good start for Champagnie. Sohan with 10. Wemby with 20 points and 2 blocks. Wemby with no turnovers. 20 points and no turnovers. Fantastic. Our guards are playing awful. Trey Jones has 2 points, no assists. He is 1 of 6 from the field, including 0 for 3 from beyond the arc. That is right, Spurs fans. Trey Jones, for whatever reason, has decided he is now a 3-point specialist and has taken 3 3-pointers in the first half and has made none of them. Devin Vassell is also off to a rough start, only 6 points on 2 of 9 shooting. Our starting guards are 3 of 15 from the field. You know what? The bench ain't much better. Zach Collins has played 9 minutes, 0 points. He has 4 boards and 3 assists, but rocking the minus 11. Mamu apparently came in for less than a minute. He's showing all zeros on the board. Osman, 0 points. Kelman, rocking a minus 18, worse on the Spurs, with 0 points in 12 minutes, 0 for 4. Collins, Osman, and Kelman all have 0. Branham with 2 points in 7 minutes, and then the one shining one beacon of light off the bench is Blake Wesley, has 6 points, 2 assists, no turnovers in 10 minutes. Our bench has 8 points. The bench for the Mavericks has 14. That's pretty much the difference in the game. Our bench play is awful, and our guard play is awful, with Trey and Devin just... Jeremy has 3 steals, by the way, in the first half. 4 steals, 4 rebounds, 3 steals. Nice, Jeremy. We need a lot more from Devin Vassell and Trey Jones and Kelvin if we're going to win this game. If they play like this in the second half, we are eventually going to lose this game. That type of play is unacceptable. Sorry, unacceptable. Hope Pop's yelling at him. Let him have it. Every Spur channeling playoff Westbrook and with these Forge bricks. Playoff Westbrook. Student and Savior, thank you for stopping in. So KJ and TJ are chucking 3-point shots and Vassell's trying to penetrate. Yep, Jim. Trey Jones, 3 3-pointers tonight. What is Trey shooting from beyond the arc this year? I ask myself out loud, and I'm going to go double check. Trey Jones from the arc this year. Is he below 30%? I'm going to say he's back under 30%. He's shooting 29% from the arc, .288. And after tonight, you're going to be below that. I don't get it. And Trey Jones is a 28% shooter for his career. 28 for his career. And you're taking 3 3-pointers in the first half? I understand if you need to force a 3 when the shot clock is running down, that's going to happen here and there. But we saw my man just run up to the line in transition and just launch a 3, like he's Steph Curry. Trey Jones, I like you. You are not Steph Curry. Yeah, right? Throw a chunk like Keldon. Yeah, no, I'm Neb. It's chucking threes. It's drives. I don't know what to say. Moses, good evening to you. Anyone cringe when Vassell tries to play solo ball? Not really. He's been inconsistent like a lot of our guys. I cringe when, you know what I'm cringing now is when Zach Collins takes a three. And quite frankly, Trey Jones as well. Those two should not be launching threes. But they are. So we were winning, and now we're getting chucked right now. Yep, getting Chuck Norris as usual. Timmy, I hope you talk to these guys at halftime. Coyote, baby Coyote was so happy, and now he's sad because the Spurs are losing. Oh. See? He's sad. He's looking down. That's okay, baby Coyote. The Spurs will be good again one day. Maybe not this year. Maybe not next year. But soon, they'll be better, okay? Give him a hug. Good baby Coyote. He's my best buddy. Use the styles and press the like button. Thank you, Adrian. We legit just a good 3-and-D player away, plus a good point guard from a playoff spot. You know, you look at the starting lineup hello there, those are the two spots that are going to change in the next few years, probably next 2 years. Trey Jones. I like Trey. He's not our long-term starting point guard. And Julian Champagnie's not a starter on any team in the NBA right now. Sorry, Julian, you're just not. So we're going to replace the 1 and the 3, and when we get whoever we get in those spots, yeah, this team's going to be rolling. Yeah, it's been 6 minutes, Gio. 6 minutes. Switchblade, good evening to you. Why is this team so terrible in the second quarter, which allowed the other team to run away with this game in the third? I don't know. The last few weeks, the second quarter has been our kryptonite. We scored 119 versus Dallas twice this year, and then as a blowout both times. Yeah. We were looking really good in the first quarter until like the last 2 minutes. Hey, guess who was on the court? Not Wemby. 4 of 20 from threes. 420, huh? Hey, Gio, we were up by 15 at one point. 15! He shouldn't be starting. He belongs in the G League. He probably does. He's working on his offense. Yeah, Wemby sits. The team's terrible. Wemby developed so fast, the team is pulling him down now. You're not the only one that feels like that. I think Blake can be that starting franchise point guard for the future. Switchblade, I'm hoping he can be. If he keeps developing over the next few years like he has been this year, if he can develop a solid three-point shot and be at least like a 36, 37% shooter, it doesn't have to be great, but at least a capable three-point shooter with his speed and just develops his court vision, and he's already feisty on defense. He's got great length for his height. He could be our starting point guard, but he has to continue to develop and head and trend in the right direction. As long as we keep Wemby, there's always hope. Facts. Jesus, so many ads tonight. Calm down, YouTube. I'm sorry, Veronica. I would shut ads off, but no, that's one thing I won't do. For me, it ain't Luka. I say we draft. Spurs were doing great and can't make wide open shots. Jason, they were fantastic in the first quarter. And I don't know what happened. Blake Wesley looking better than Trey Jones right now? He's taller. Faster. He's a better finisher in the paint now. And Jones, well, I say they're about equal. He's a better finisher at the rim now. With Blake can dunk. Trey Jones, I think I've seen him dunk once. All right, good night. Yes, Ersky, you have a good night. Everyone should say except Julian, Bassie, Mamo, and Graham. I'm reluctant on Chetty. Chetty's contract's up. He might be out. Julian's going to probably stay. He's under contract for 3 more years. I don't see him going anywhere. Bassie's under contract, but I really worry with him. His knees are shot. We were just talking earlier in the chat about the Portland Trailblazers having players' careers ended early. Greg Oden and Brandon Roy. Charles Bassey could join that crew. I hope not, but it is what it is. Blake should start. I want to be opposed to that, Hurricane Megan. Would like to see City get some minutes. He's not. Who else were you guys talking about in the chat? And Devontae Graham will be off the roster. His next year contract, I don't think is guaranteed. He should not be coming back. And then I like Sandro Mamakelsvili. It's starting to look like he just does not fit in with the team. Not anything that he's doing per se. It's just I don't think he fits in I don't think the Spurs believe in him in their long-term plans. That's why he's not getting any minutes. I think they think Barlow's probably got a higher ceiling than he does. Petition to let me play 48 minutes a game. Oh, that's not going to happen. The only thing that stopped Wemby is his allergies. Hello there. I believe Barlow is 20 or 21. He's still very young. Very, very young. So, he's been developing. He showed us, he showed us some good things this season. Still got a lot of work to do, but he's showing us some things. I see some fans on the Facebook group, the official Spurs page, saying, let's put in Barlow and over Collins now. I don't think it's going to happen because of Collins' contract, but I understand where you guys are coming from. Did you know Jane Ivey and Blake Wesley are from the same city? I did not, Free J. That's a great tribute to George Iceman Gervin. Was that tonight, Steven, during the game? I'm seeing highlights from different games. Well, crud. If there was a tribute to George Gervin, I wasn't able to see it. Free J, are all his injuries? He's had 2 cracked patellas, I believe, and the torn ACL. Has it all been the same knee? Because if it is, yeah, his career's in a lot of trouble. Barlow's 20. Okay. Devontae over Trey? I don't think Graham's ever going to play. He's going to play garbage time minutes only. And it's too bad the Spurs couldn't move him for, even if it's another second-round pick, a second-round pick in 2030. The poor dude's not playing, not being used. I shouldn't say poor dude. He's making $12 million to sit on the bench. I would happily take his spot. Very tough, Adrian. Think we can invest more on Don Barlow? At least he tried hard in defensive end. James Kim, what's up? He said, I missed the first half. Wemby seems to be having a good day. Did we start losing when Pop took out Wemby? Yep. And when we stopped having the ability to make a shot. The Spurs have not made a bucket in almost 6 minutes. The second quarter curse is very much in full effect tonight. I hope we get the Raptors top 6 lottery protected pick. So that means it would have to be pick 7 or later. We'll see. Militano, I don't know if I'm ready to have Blake start yet, but if Pop made the switch, I wouldn't be opposed to it. Oh, no, I bet it's so boring sitting on the bench. I bet all he wants to do is play. I agree, Veronica, but I'm saying me personally, happily stick me on the Spurs bench for 82 games for $12 million. I'm all in. Sign me up, Spurs. I'll even take less. I'll sit on the bench for half that money. Put him out there for the Spurs organization. I'll take Devontae Graham's spot for half the money. Half. You could save $6 million with TSR Sports right there. The Raptors do suck. I think the Raptors are going to be much worse than... I think they're going to be a top 5 pick when it's all said and done. If we get the Raptors pick, we should look to get Mathis or Holland as project picks, see what they can be. But the first pick we should be on Smith really come in and average 14. I mean, whoever we draft, they better be good enough to be a starter from day one. Trey can never beat Blake one-on-one. Oh, that'd be interesting to see that. Yeah, Gio, I was hearing from a Hornets fan tonight that the Hornets won their 3rd straight game. I'm shocked that they're playing this well. Yeah, exactly, James. Get my courtside seats and my signed jerseys. And hang out with the Spurs for a season. That'd be great. Blake got hurt last season. I know he hurt his knee. Slightly torn MCL, I think. I loved playing so much I couldn't care starting. I couldn't stand sitting on the bench. Throw me on JV. I don't care. I just want to play. Frank, I didn't know you. I might have forgotten. I didn't know you played basketball. Did you play in high school and in college, or? I see where you're coming from. Blake should definitely start because if he can't get the starting spot, he might be on the chopping block. He has hella value. Unless there's a bio, all Devontae's contract with the Spurs. What? No. All of Graham's contract is guaranteed? That can't be right. I'm sorry. Spurs got outscored 31-19 in the second. We're off to the third, and hopefully San Antonio can wake up. Hopefully I can wake up. Not gonna lie, I'm a little tired. But certainly stay to the end of this one. Ball's going to go out of bounds. It'll stay with the Mavericks. So everyone just got here was watching Conspiracy Theory 1997 film. What? I've actually never seen that one. Never saw that one. All right. Mavs ball will start us off. Kyrie Irving runner in the paint. Good. This is the biggest lead of the game for the Mavericks. They're up by 7. And Kyrie's been really turning on as of late. 19 points right now. Speaking of turning on, Wemby with the ball. He's immediately going to get fouled by Doncic. Kokoshiba, what's going on? Kokoshiba's been a tale of two cities. The Spurs were fantastic in the first quarter and not so good in the second. It is going to be Spurs ball down by 7. Heading into Wemby. Wemby over to Trey Jones. Jones with the screen. Over to Champagny for 3. Damn, we can't make a 3. That's no good if you haven't figured it out. Playing in high school. Okay, Veronica. That's awesome. I wish I did, but I sucked. Kyrie drives in the paint. And gets it to Gafford. Gafford with a bucket in the paint. We're down by 9. I didn't play in high school because I sucked and I was chunky. And no chunky monkey going to be playing basketball. Vassell the ball. Starts to drive in the paint. Throws it up off the glass. Going to roll in and roll out. Wemby with the rebound. Wemby turnaround jumper. Back iron no good. And our offense... We have not hit a field goal in over 6 minutes, I believe. Doncic will pass it out. Kyrie for 3. Pop's going to call a timeout. Joe Rana, good evening. Mud Banner, good evening. Dallas on a 19-1 run. Hanover Fist, good evening. The Spurs were great in the first quarter and have been atrocious the last... 8 minutes of game? 7, 8 minutes? I don't think we've made a field goal. Right, guys, 7-1. It's okay, Spurs. Basketball is hard. City Bears, I'm pretty sure it's put the ball in the hoop. We're not doing that. This game looked great, and now it's... We got outscored 31-19 in the second, 7-0 in the third quarter. 38-19 so far in the middle 2 quarters. The Mavericks are absolutely turning this game around. We have no momentum, and Kyrie's going off, is true. But Ben, what happened to the Spurs? A rebuild, and now just can't make any shots tonight. Last field goal was at 5:44 in the second quarter. That's over 7 minutes. Wow, that is bad. 7+ minutes without a field goal. Undersized Trey gets blown out easy by Kyrie, and he's not even that fast. And yes, he does. To be honest, I played last week. Much respect to the professional boys. This game is not over. Mavs were down a lot, and they came back. Man, Zach, I could go for the nachos. Mr. Sweets, good evening. Imagine if we didn't have Wemby, no way Pop would put himself through this. And you're probably right. I don't think he'd want to be coaching if we have Wemby. We're worse than last year with Wemby. Imagine how bad we'd be this year without Wemby. Oh my gosh. They do have Luke and Kyrie. Greetings, Gooseby. Thanks for stopping. And by the way, if you guys have not hit the thumbs up, would appreciate it. The Spurs heading in the wrong direction in this game, but still would appreciate your support. Thumbs up. What's it look like? Well, it looks a little like this.
Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go!
Oh boy, come on, San Antonio. We can't. This streak of not getting a field goal cannot continue. Everything should be run through Wemby. We haven't won a game without Wemby. Not surprised. Probably not going to score 100 this game. Brian, remember I was talking about the Spurs? I don't know if you were in the chat then. I think you were. The Spurs may score 40 in the first quarter. Well, they ended up scoring 2 more in the first quarter, finished at 32. And since then, they've scored 19. The offense has disappeared. It is Spurs ball. Just a total dud right now. Devin and Trey have been awful. Kellen's been awful. Jeremy's been good. Wemmy's been good. That's Blake's been good. That's about it. Wemby drives in the paint. And it's going to get knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with San Antonio. Get Dougie back. There you go. 35% field goal percentage, not winning. With that, that is not going to win you a lot of games. Get the ball to Devasell. Catch and shoot off the glass. No good. We can't get a bucket. The Spurs are starting to suck it. An alley-oop by Doncic is broken up as Spurs ball to get it up to Trey Jones. Jones with an alley-oop to Vassell. Vassell! Throws it down angry. Finally, a damn field goal.
Thunder dunk of justice.
You should be angry. And now a turnover by the Mavericks. Spurs got numbers. Wemby into the paint. Alley-oop to Champagny. That was an awful alley-oop. Threw it way too high. That's turnover. No, Luka's not playing like Luka tonight. Alex, good evening to you. KJ has 0 points is right. Kelvin's been awful. We have 6 turnovers. The Mavericks have 12. But our shooting is poor as you know what. Kyrie into the paint. Throws it up high over Wemby. Good. Finally was up 3 of 11. Gooseby, I don't know what happened to Kelvin tonight. He's awful. He just fell off a cliff tonight so far. Wemby, nice bounce pass to Trey Jones. Jones with the runner. Good. 10-point game. Trey's starting to be worse than Collins. Yeah, you would think Luka would be going off tonight. No, Luka's been quiet. Sohan's been guarding him pretty well when he's been on him. Although he's going to pick up a foul here. As soon as I say that. Fun fact, Kellen Johnson, PJ Washington, and Tyler Hero went to Kentucky 18-19. I did not know that. Roses are red. Violets are blue. Summed up, you should too. Nice, Dan. I like that. Appreciate it. I thumbed up. I couldn't see the eye because of the little emote. I looked away. There's a bucket for the Mavericks. Oh, my goodness. Kyrie with 24 now. Vassell ball get to the Sohan. Sohan into the paint. Throws it up off the glass. They roll off the rim. No, dunk that, Jeremy. Dunk it. You had room there. Throw it down with righteous anger and authority. Washington for 3. Wemby with the rebound. We do need some chocolates. Jimmy Bop. Victor has, I think, 20. Yeah, he had 20 in the first half. He still has 20. Vassell off balance 3. No good. Yes, they are, Steven. That's a miss, but a putback by Daniel Gafford. Trey Jones flies up the paint. Runs right back out of the paint. Wemby with 20 first half points. Nothing here in the third quarter. Wemby has the ball right now with 10 on the shot clock. And we have a whistle. And a foul. I'm not sure. Is Wemby taking one shot in the second half? Yep. Trey can't shoot. Non-shooting foul. Dunk the ball. Right? You learn nothing from Jakob. Exactly. Wemby with the ball out in three-point land. Starts to drive. And bounces off Doncic and goes to Champagny. Jeremy with the ball. And he's going to get blocked. Is that a shot clock violation? Shot clock violation. Does Wemby still have blood on his shirt? I didn't notice. All right. Yeah, power layup. Go for the old power layup. The Mavericks have more blocks than us. They have 5. We have 4. Penalty Cuber, it's not looking good. I'm not giving up yet, but this game has done a complete 180 since the end of the first quarter. FP, I wouldn't trade Sohan yet. Too young. Doncic for 3. Brick. Wemby with the rebound. Somebody for the Spurs. Step up. Anybody. So over to Trey Jones. Jones for 3. Kyrie in the paint throws up an incredible shot over Wemby. Why is Jones shooting threes left and right? What's he, 0 for 4 now? Wemby with the ball right now, guarded by PJ Washington. Gets to the Son in the paint. Son with the layup. Gets blocked. Nobody can make a bucket for the Spurs. Washington for 3, no good. Trey Jones with the rebound will bring it up for the Spurs. Out to Vassell. Vassell catch and shoot 3. Finally a bucket. Jeez. I don't think Laurie Markkinen's coming here, Hanover Fist. What happened, Sanders? I don't know. I don't know what to say about this game. Just an implosion since the end of the first quarter. Doncic guarded by Sohan out in three-point land, 7 on the shot clock, pick and roll. Doncic step back 2. Good. Wave Trey Jones be looking off Wemby. Trey used to look for Wemby all the time. What happened? Wemby with the ball, off balance jumper, no good. That was a bit of a fourth shot. Yeah, yeah, there you go, Jorling. This has been awful basketball by the Spurs. We're down by 18. I think that's PJ Washington for 3. We're down by 18. We were up by, what, 15 or 16? Wemby's getting double teamed at times, Jimmy Bop. Defense sagging off him because Trey giving an entry pass and can't shoot. No, he can't. Let Vassell make the pass. I mean, at least Devin can shoot. We're literally getting blown out. We were up by, what, 15 in the first quarter, and now we're down by 18 in the third. Yeah, the Spurs will be better in the future. I 100% agree. I wish the future was now, because losing like this is hard to watch. Calling games like this is hard to watch. Down by 18. Sanders, that was Kawhi Leonard. Steven says, it's in front of me. I really can't watch anymore. I get it. I still don't want... I'm not good on Trae Young. Yeah, remember we were up by 15? That was an hour ago. Nets lost by 50? That's bad. Jimmy Bop, Wemby... I think he's 0 for 2 in the second half. Jones is 2 of 8 and 0 for 4 from beyond the arc. Why is Trey Jones taking 4 threes? Is beyond me. You know what? I would bench him after the timeout. Put Blake Wesley in. 136 to 86. And yes, Zach, this is still part of the rodeo road trip. Bad the time. Okay, Jared, I was trying to undersell and be nice. If the Spurs cut Trey, he might be out of the league in a few years. Kid has nothing to offer and severely undersized. Ouch. Trey, Sohan, Julian are not knockdown shooters. It hurts us, but all good. It is what it is. Yes, our floor spacing is awful. Our floor spacing is definitely not putting Wemby in the best place to succeed, or the team for that matter. Zachary Researcher seems like an interesting pick in the draft if he's available where we draft, and if he's the BPA, best player available. A sniper from three-point land, it sounds like something we could really use on this team. FP, I've thought of that too. I'm hoping I can't imagine that happening. Trey's a good backup. He's a very good backup. All right. We get this lead down some. This whole middle of the game has been awful for the Spurs, with them getting outscored 31 to 19 in the second and 20 to 7 in the third. We're outscored 51 to 16 in the middle 2 quarters. You are not going to win any games with that kind of production. Spurs have the ball right now. Blake Wesley is in, and Trey Jones is out. Okay. Zach Collins is in, though, too. Vassell gets the ball, passes it out to Kelvin. Kelvin for 3. Wow. Kelvin still hasn't scored, has he? I feel like I'm watching 2 different games. I feel like the San Antonio Spurs played in the first quarter, and whoever this is, the second quarter and this quarter is not the Spurs. Doncic pull-up jumper good. We're down by 20. Our starters are backups on other teams. Zach, on some of these players, yes. And now foul on the Mavericks. Here come the bad habits, just chucking threes, exactly. John Luke, he sucks tonight. He's got 0. Keldon is 0 for 5 from the field, 0 for 4 from beyond the arc. Yeah, I can't argue with you. He sucks tonight. He's awful. Jay with the trade. Jeremy Soyan with well over to Zach Collins. He's going to take a 3. Yeah, right? Put me in, coach. Doncic drives in the paint, gets the layup, and we are getting embarrassed in Texas. Yep, chuck the like button. Chuck the like button like the Spurs chuck a 3. Keldon with the ball, drives in the paint, off-balance jumper is no good, gets fouled. Gonna go to the line for 2, and finally gonna have a chance to score. Bartlow's not injured. Mr. Sweets, I don't know. I think he got paid to wear a headband. KXS, they can win, but they need to start waking the hell up. Sweet Jones Jr., good evening to you. First quarter pop. Don't you guys forget we're still tanking. James was the infamous third quarter and second quarter. Chris, we will be a lot better next year. Yes, put in Coyote. Put Coyote in the game, dang it. Wesley drives in the paint, misses left, so Keldon didn't get 2 free throws. Spurs are in the bonus. Doncic for 3 down the other end, no good. Wesley with the rebound. Coyote doesn't want to watch us anymore. He's going to go to sleep. Good night, Coyote. Little buddy. Keldon with the ball for the Spurs. Over to Osmond. Back over to Blake Wesley. Wesley's going to take off. Drives. All out of control. Gets it to Keldon for 3. Oh my God, that was rushed. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Going to stay with the Mavericks. This is 5 of 26 from 3, Panna. Yeah, Trey's been way off lately. 5 of 27 now. I don't know what to say, Spurs fans. I am at a loss for words on what we're witnessing tonight. To just play so well in the first quarter, and then the wheels just fell off left and right. And we got no wheels right now. We don't have any wheels. None. There is a possibility that Wemby will be doing Orlando Shaq going to the Lakers. Wemby will be so tired of losing, he will go up to go to a bigger market. I would hate it if, my goodness, if he went to the Lakers, that might be the most rage-infested video this channel has ever had. Ever. You know what? Hot check Torres, the way our team shoots, you might as well sign Killian Hayes. He ain't any worse than any of our shooters at this moment. I know, spur of the moment. It's 5 years of losing on this channel with the Spurs is wearing me out. It really is. And then when I see us play good, when I see us play up to our potential, like we did in the first quarter, and then now we play like a high school team. Yeah, yes, Wemby has not scored in the second half. Mavs ball. A miss, but a follow-up by Derek Lively with a huge dunk. This score is going in one direction. Not the one we want it to go. Spurs are 3 of 18 this quarter. The Mavericks are 12 of 19. We're 3 of 18. I believe we've missed all our threes. Devin's going to drive in the paint, get blocked from behind. That's a Zach Collins with a block on the other end. It is Spurs ball. Oh, fans would go nuts if Wemby left the team. Vadur Cha, thank you for stopping in. Sign Ja Rule. Sure, why not? We can do that, right? Someone call Patty Mills, right? We need somebody on this team. Mavs on a 17-3 run in the last 6 minutes. They've been annihilating us the last, I don't know, 21 minutes. Collins in the paint gets a layup. Well, nice, Cowboy X Factor. We're playing like my JV team. I'm playing a freshman year that went 0-16. We really are. I looked away and the Mavericks scored again. That was Doncic with the bucket. Keldon for 3. Jeez. Oh, my God. Zach punches out the offensive rebound to Keldon. You, I don't know what to say. Keldon out to Keldon. He's going to chuck another three. Of course he is. Oh my God, he made one! Open trial 2 is 40% from there. Yeah, right. Rich, I got some heartbreaking news. My cousin's boyfriend got... Oh no. Jared, I am sorry to hear that. Dude, I'm sorry. Thoughts and prayers, man. Cowboy X Factor, but you know what? You got your two main guys going. John, I thought Wemby was going to go for 40. He had 20 points in the first half. He has yet to score in the second half. That first free throw is not. Mavs are at the line for 2. The first free throw is no good. Wemby's your first option. Vassell the second is 4-15, and Kelman is the third. 1 of 8. How do you win? You don't. Super Gabriel, thank you for stopping in. Somebody doing something on purpose. Sports Hulk! Spurs! And that's a turnover for the Spurs. Another turnover. Marquise, more and more Spurs fans are saying that lately. Old man, what's going on with us? We forgot how to play basketball. Literally. Forgot basketball. You play to win the game. Hello? You play to win the game. Doncic pull-up jumper good. We can't stop him. Happy Valentine's Day, yes. We have good players, but we don't have our good season players. Wemby has 0 points in the second half. Facts. Brandon for 3. Zach Collins with the rebound. The putback, good. Utah Jazz fan, yo, what's up to you? Blake does play D. Really does. It is Mavs ball. PJ Washington with it, drives, and gets it to Lively. Lively with the bucket in the paint. 88-65. Milicic, we totally flip-flopped after the first quarter. Forgot how to play. Kelvin for 3. I can't believe how many threes we're chucking and missing tonight. This is embarrassing. Doncic would have behind the back pass or behind the head to Tim Hardaway Jr. Hardaway misses a three-pointer. Mavs get the ball back. The follow-up is no good. Ball's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be Spurs ball. Sports Hulk, we need some milk. Things were going so well in the first quarter. I can't believe what's happened in this game. YouTube came out in 2006, Cowboy X Factor, or end of 2005, I think. Kelvin with a turnover. So they would have been there for 3 of them, I guess. Now fell on Osman. We got 5 seconds to go, and this is just a tough game to watch. I try not to be negative, but I don't know what to say that's positive about this anymore. There's nothing positive to say. Right to say it. YouTube is old, Jared. Anthony, it's looking that way. Jones Jr. for 3 at the buzzer, no good. Down 23. This is when the Spurs were winning. Oh, I would have loved it, Cowboy X Factor. I mean, I would have also been able to cover the Kawhi Leonard trade in that situation, and that would have been just rage back then for sure. FP, exactly. How does Wemby score 20 in the first half and then score 0? Enter, this has been rough. We're getting chucked right now. And then after getting chucked, the Mavericks said this to us. Sucker! Yeah. They told us to suck it, and we are. I think Trent Johnson and a couple other for trades just the best at this point. Johnson doesn't have defense and he can sit on offense. Wemby scored 14 points in 6 minutes. Spurs scored 14 in the second half. Hot check source, there really isn't a great player in the next draft. There's some good players at the top of the draft, but is there a franchise player? Is Alexander Sarr a franchise player? I don't know. Isn't he generally considered the number one consensus pick? After that, there are good players, starters. I don't know if there's a franchise player. FPI. It feels like we're tanking sometimes, doesn't it? Are we really this bad? Yes, he is penalty cuber. Yes, they are. I mean, 23 points, KXS, with only 1 quarter left, we're going to have to put a lot of work in. Another shot of vodka will make me not care as much anymore. Nice. Roger, you smell a comeback? Smell what the Veronica's cooking. Smell the comeback. I don't know what we're trying to do. All the three-point chucking is driving me crazy. It is what it is. We'll hope our Spurs come back and see if they can make it a game. This is the last game before the All-Star break, so I was expecting us to play much better. So far, we have not. Alexander starting to improve our bench tremendously. Don't you think Sarr would be drafted as a starter, though? Still the only threat on offense who can create his own shot outside of Wemby. Yeah, Caesar, that's true. Alrighty, fourth quarter. Wemby will bring it up for the Spurs, and I don't see... Wemby is in there. I guess the ESPN thing didn't update. No, it's not updating. I guess ESPN's giving up on updating things. The ESPN site's not even updating anymore. Oh, boy. Brandon for 3. All right, we're coming back. Dogchi, yes, we do. Well, Kyrie drains a 3. Sorry, we better than Sowen. He should be. Chetty Osman over to Keldon Johnson. Johnson drives, throws it up off the glass. He can't buy a bucket at all. Well, ESPN's just not updating the game at all. They're still in the third quarter. Oy vey. And Irvin with the steal. I think that was a turnover by Wemby. Drive, and Jaden Hardy with the bucket. 25-point game. Depleted mind, what happened? We stopped playing basketball. Completely stopped playing basketball. The struggle's been real. Another turnover for the Spurs. Daniel Gafford with a monster dunk down the other end. We're down by 27. Yep, that's how I feel, Timmy. Brandon for 3. Malachi Brandon's apparently waking up when the game doesn't matter. Spurs players getting booed. They're not passing to Wemby. Sounds about right. I don't know why ESPN's not updating their damn scoreboard anymore. I'm just going to actually close it out. See if we can get a new one up. Wemby for 3, no good. Yeah, ESPN just stopped updating the game. Kyrie for 3, and we're down 27 again. Wow. I feel like the Spurs are giving up. I would give up 2. Look at that score. You have more time. This is rough. Dog, she's out later, dude. I can't believe how this game is. We were up by 15, I think we were at some point in the first quarter. And now down by almost 30. The other day you were right, Wemby scored over 22. Donna, what was I right on? Wemby scored over 22. What is this? Oh, okay. I'm at a loss for words. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say right now. Where did I close out my YouTube stream page? I did. Whoops. All right, we need to get that back up. Oops. Hopefully that doesn't cause an issue. I didn't know I could do that. We're still live though, because I still see the chat moving. Oopsie, oopsie, oopsie. My bad. Let me get into the YouTube studio. Yep, all right. I'm still live. That's cool. You can actually close the window out and you still stay live. I didn't know that was possible. All right. Hey, good job, YouTube, on your new YouTube studio. If we could, I'd like to get 250 thumbs up. We were on our way to 200, and then the Spurs just stopped playing basketball. So if you guys could hook a brother up and hit the thumbs up and get us up to 10 more and get us to 150, I'll call that a personal victory. But man, yeah, Timmy's like, what is happening here? Jorge, I do have a P.O. box. I do. I'll actually put it in the chat for you. Let me go grab it real quick from the channel. P.O. box is, wait, it's in the about. Oh, it's in the about section. There we go. P.O. box on the way, my friends. It's on the way. I will always do unboxing videos for anything you guys send. No obligation to send anything, of course, but when you guys send stuff, it's really very touching. I can't show the game standard. It's wait, the split screens? What do you mean, like actually show the game? Because that would be illegal in the United States. I definitely can't do that. Not that you want to see these last couple quarters. It's been bad basketball by the Spurs. Wemby with the ball right now, drives in the paint. Turnaround jumper is no good. He's yet to score in the second half. I'll send you my noisy puppy to your P.O. box. I don't think you can ship a dog to a P.O. box. Kyrie in the paint. Good. Down by 29. Blake Lively with the ball for the Spurs. Out to Branham. Branham starts to drive. Kyrie with 30 points now. Branham in the paint, no good. His follow-up putback is good. Malachi Branham is woken up in the fourth quarter. Jason Knight, we are getting destroyed. We are. Caesar, copyright Sanders. Copyright laws in the United States. Sanders, it's tough. This channel's been on YouTube for 5 years, and the Spurs have only been a losing team those 5 years. I'm also a New York Giants fan, and they have been bad. Malachi Branham for 3. Where is this coming from, Malachi? Well, thank you, Hannah. Just appreciate that. Apples and bananas, good evening to you. Jaden Hardy for 3, I believe. I'm sorry, I'm slowly checking out of this game because the Spurs are getting destroyed. And we're going to have a kickball on the Mavericks, down by 29. Jay Nanda 2, yes. I need Jalen Toller. I don't know if we're going to see Devin in the game again. And now we're going to have another foul on the Mavericks. Blake Wesley gets fouled in the paint. Summer did Wemby good, but this one is all it'll take for him to be great. I can't believe he had 20 in the first half and he hasn't scored in the second half, has he? He's not scored. I'm sorry the lineups are wrong. ESPN has stopped updating them for whatever reason. They're just Wesley misses the first free throw. I guess ESPN stopped following the game. They give up on it. A lot of people are asking that, Chris. Nanda, just put a period right there after the word better. Mavs are better. Period. That's it. They've got 2 future Hall of Famers, Doncic and Irving. And we don't know what we have yet. I assume Wemby will be part of that conversation at some point if everything goes well. It is Mavericks ball. They're up by 28, 7.5 minutes to go. And now a turnover by the Mavericks. Vassell on the run, sprints into the paint. And he will actually just pass it over to Wesley. Wesley back to Wemby. Wemby over to Vassell for an open 3. Wemby with the offensive board gets it over to Vassell. Vassell going to get it over to Osman. Osman drives baseline back to Blake Wesley in the paint. Wesley's little jumper is good. Spurs have cut the lead to 26. This is very unacceptable. Wesley with 9 points tonight. 3 of 5 from the field, 3 of 4 from the line. That is no good. Wemby with the rebound for the Spurs. Trying to make the score respectable at this point. Wemby out in three-point land. Fakes the 3. Little crossover. Starts back his man up into the post. 7 on the shot clock. Wemby drives, throws it up off the glass, and that's Wemby's first bucket of the second half. Oh, and we were definitely getting booed if this was at home. Victor's first bucket in the second half. And finally, this is updated, by the way. The players on the court. Thank goodness. Tim Hardaway Jr. one-on-one with Devin. Pulls up. Now they're just hitting everything. Was that a 3? Yep. Back to 27. Mavericks are 11 of 30 from beyond the arc. We're 9 of 36. And an alley-oop dunk to Wemby. All of a sudden, he's coming to life very late when might be way too little too late.
Thunder dunk of justice.
You tell him, Veronica. Don't let it happen again. Everything the Mavs are throwing up is going in. Jaden Hardy pulled up. Hits the jumper. 110-83. Wesley will drop it off to Wemby. Wemby over to Dan Vassell. Pick and roll with Vassell. Back to Wemby. Wemby pull-up jumper is good from the free throw line. Also, Wemby's on fire. No, Leo, ESPN's having all sorts of issues. Spurs always blue ball in the fourth quarter. Oh, my goodness. I'm tired and ready for bed. Watching this team play like they are is just... I don't know what to say. Was a good start, just unsustainable against a great team like the Mavs. Mito, it seems like that. But Wemby had such a monster start. I thought he was going to go for 40 tonight. He's got 26, which isn't bad. 26, 9, and 5 was a good line. But 20 of that came in the first half. I mean, the Spurs have just been bad since the first quarter. Outscored 31-19 in the second, 32-14 in the third. So far, outscored 22-20 in the fourth. We had a 15-point lead at some point in the first quarter. Kyrie Irving just been going off on us tonight. He's 14-21 from the field, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, 31 points. Now, we've held Doncic in check, haven't we? Doesn't matter. Kyrie's killing us. Well, what are you going to do? I got to give kudos to you, Rich. We are losing badly. Still keeps going. Chris Roy, I try, man. It's the struggle's been real for dry bananas in the second half. The struggle's been real for a few years here as a Spurs fan, a Spurs content creator. I had such goals and aspirations for this year. I thought for sure we would get to about 25,000 subscribers, but with the Spurs losing, must hit my camera at some point. We're way off center here. With the Spurs losing as much as they are, interest in the Spurs has definitely been dropping throughout the season. But I'll still be here, and eventually this team will be good, and we'll start seeing some new Spurs fans come in, maybe some old Spurs fans come back, and it'll be a lot of fun. I'll coach a team for a night, Veronica. Coconut Milk, Trey Jones is on the bench. He threw up like 4 3-point bricks tonight and finally got benched. The fact Wemby is averaging 20, 10, and 3 with these bums around him is absolutely insane. Caesar, how do you really feel? But I hear you. We got some issues on this team that are going to need to be taken care of in the offseason. I'm sure a lot of things will get fixed via the draft. Maybe not fixed instantly. I don't know if the Spurs are going to make any moves. A lot of you are saying Trae Young, Trae Young, Trae Young. I think we're just going to have to give up too much for him. I don't know if that's going to happen. Nets lost to the Celtics by 50 tonight, so we aren't that bad. There we go. Trae should be in the G League. Ouch. Man, this sucks. I just not patient. Unfortunately, you got to remember it's from sucking to greatness. Yes. I'm happy to be an OG to TSR Sports. You are an OG, Science Body Armor. A lot of OGs in the chat. I will say you guys are very dedicated Spurs fans. A large portion of this channel, stands by the team whether they win or lose, and it's only been losing. Wow, we got a Mamu sighting. Sandro Mamashkelis Valley is in the game. And for the Mavericks, I'm starting to not know who a lot of these guys are. Actually, I don't know who. Dwight Powell and Hardy. That's about it. I don't know who anybody else is. I got nothing. Oh, we got a stoppage in play. Spurs were built on draft picks. Just look behind me. That pull-up jumper is no good by that dude. I don't know who that was. Was it bringing up for the Spurs? Keldon Johnson was awful tonight. I like Keldon, but man, he was just bad. This is bad. Malachi Brandon with the ball right now for the Spurs. Pull-up jumper in and out. Mavericks ball. The rebuild won't be over until 2026. Lots of picks means lots of upcoming talent. True story. I missed what happened with the Mavericks. It might have been a turnover or a missed shot. It is Spurs ball. And this game is essentially over. Not the game we were looking for tonight, Spurs fans. Not at all. Mamu turnaround jumper in and out. Powell with the rebound. Luka's done for the night, viral money. Mavericks are up by 25 with 4 minutes left. Luka's out. Wemby's out. Jaden Hardy gets in the paint, gets the layup. The Stars are on the bench. Collins is ASS. Certainly plays like that lately. Collins in the paint, misses a shot. Collins with the offensive board. The follow-up shot is no good. Spurs will get better, guys. It's just going to take longer than we want it to. Turnover by the Mavericks, and this game is essentially over. I want to see how bad Keldon was tonight. He was awful. I like Keldon, but man, this was just a night to forget. Wesley gets it to Collins. Collins back out to Brandon, back to Collins. Keldon was 1 of 11 tonight, and 1 of 8 from beyond the arc. Rocking a minus 27. Just awful, Keldon. I'm sorry. 3 points on 1 of 11 shooting. 1 rebound, no assists. That is not going to help us win games. Our starting backcourt was not much better. Trey Jones, 2 of 8 from the field, 0 for 4 from the arc, is 2 assists, 4 points. Damascene, 4 of 16 from the field, 11 points. The team 8 of 35 from beyond the arc. That's 23%, 36% from the field. This is a team effort in sucking and losing tonight to the Mavericks. What a way to finish things up before the All-Star break, huh? Let's get real. Next year, we're about 80% running with the same roster. Just rookies, not a lot of trades, free agents. Yeah. Joaquin, yes. Kellen is reminding me a lot of Joaquin lately with inconsistency, especially this year. We have a stoppage in play. I don't know what to say, my friends. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think of something positive to say. I just don't have anything. And we're down by 27. Two minutes to go. Brandon in the paint. Runner was good. Hey, and one for Malachi. No, we definitely can't trade anymore. Trade season's over. My friends, I am exhausted. The game is over. I hope you're all cool with it, but I'm going to call it a night with 2 minutes to go. I need to get some rest. I'm really feeling beat. And this game is sucking the life out of me. Try to do plenty of videos over the All-Star break. I won't be covering the All-Star break. Maybe it'll be a reaction video. We do have a video coming up on the channel, 11 o'clock. Kai Soto's career game reaction. So for my Filipino fans, hopefully enjoy that. That was fun to watch and do. And what a tough game for the Spurs tonight. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, would appreciate it on the way out. The game's obviously over. Devontae Graham is in the game now. Come on, Devontae Graham is playing. That's how you know the game is over. I just saw Blake Wesley miss a three. Our three-point shooting is a disaster tonight. Brandon for three. Well, Malachi Brandon having one of his best games at the end. Thomas from my girl. Interesting. Channel name. But that's all I got, my friends. Spurs are done. We're down by 21, a minute to go. I appreciate your support. And we'll do some videos throughout the All-Star break. And we'll be back, hopefully, after the All-Star break. Spurs figure something out because this is tough to watch. That's it, my friends. Until next time, what you gonna do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Go Spurs, go.